Hello, everyone. I am Tracy Vaughn, and this is Visit Lauderdale's virtual Play, Stay, Dine webinar series. Welcome to Season 4. We are glad to be back after a brief hiatus that allowed the team to take a pause from our webinar production responsibilities to hit reset, to refresh, refuel, and recharge. And after an unforgettable past year, I believe most of us are looking for a reboot. This past year, perhaps more than any in recent times, has reminded us of the importance of looking after our health and wellness. So what better way to launch Season 4 than with an episode dedicated to wellness travel? Certainly traveling for your physical or mental health is not a new concept, but the wellness tourism economy is much larger than what we typically associate with wellness businesses such as spas and yoga retreats. So positive takeaway from the past years, the habits of travelers have changed, with more people favoring trips with health and well-being benefits long after the tan has faded. Meaning wellness travelers comprise a much broader and more diverse group of consumers with many motivations and interests. A wellness trip might simply include eating healthy, connecting with the great outdoors with a hike or paddleboarding, or mind-body practices like yoga on the beach. The goal being to check out feeling healthier and better than when you checked in versus needing a vacation from your vacation. I'm sure we've all had one of those. So today we are going to look through a local lens to see how your clients can re-energize, rejuvenate, and find their balance here in Greater Fort Lauderdale with some unique and healthy experiences. We have a great lineup of partners who will be live and on location to share their views and passion for not only their product, but their local community. But before I introduce our guest presenters, let me welcome my colleagues and today's co-hosts, Caitlin Estevers and Gabriel Martinez. Hi, Caitlin and Gabe. They work alongside me here at Visit Lauderdale as part of our global trade development team, and they are here to support your efforts in selling Greater Fort Lauderdale as a leisure destination. And now I am so pleased to introduce our partners that have joined us today. Brigitte Bienvenue, who is the Director of Sales and Marketing at the W Fort Lauderdale. Denise Grant, the Vice Mayor of the City of Lauderhill. Ashley and Lauren from the Little Gatherings. Chris Bilski, the Director of Sales and Marketing from Fort Lauderdale Marriott Harbor Beach Resort and Spa. And Taylor Johnston, who's Public Relations Manager at Sunrise Paddleboards. So just a reminder, today's episode is being recorded and can be found at sunny.org/travel-trade, along with all 13 episodes from our first 3 seasons. So thank you to all our advisors for joining us today, and we hope you enjoy this special webinar. And Gabe, you're up with some housekeeping notes.
Thank you, Tracy. Welcome everyone, and our partners, if you could turn your cameras off, we will call you by name. Folks, if you've been with us before, thank you for joining us again. You know the drill already, but if it's your first time, like Tracy said, this is being recorded, so you will get an email with the recording, and then it'll be posted on our website and on YouTube, so you'll be able to find it. 2, there are some handouts. So in the interface on the left-hand side of your screen, or the right-hand side of your screen probably, you should have a control panel with certain tabs. One of those says handouts. Remember that you can only download those right now during the presentation. They will not be available with the recording. So make sure to take advantage of that. Stay all the way through the end, because we'll have questions and answers and probably a couple surprises. And then lastly, remember that the point here is we did not want to throw another PowerPoint presentation at you. We want you to experience, see, connect with our partners here in the destination. So you have your screen, you have the interface, go to webinar, and you probably have a ribbon with all our faces, all the cameras. And then there's a little gray bar that separates those cameras from the PowerPoint presentation. I want you to, so here's the little gray bar. I want you to click on that gray bar and drag it up and down. drag it up and down. And I want you to make the cameras and those screens as big as possible, because that's what we want you to focus on, is what our partners are showing. Also, in the interface, right up at the top, you have several buttons. One of those may probably say everyone at the moment. It's all the way on the left. So it has a little drop down arrow. If you click on that, you can select view everyone or view who's talking. I encourage you to select view who's talking. That'll, you'll always have the speaker's camera big, large, the way we want you to see it. But also, if you toggle between those two, if your screen freezes for whatever reason, toggle between those two and it should refresh. All right, so make sure to download the handouts, make sure to stay to the end, make sure to wait for the recording, and make sure to make the screen big so that you can see what our partners are showing. With that, here's Caitlin.
Thank you so much, Gabe. Actually, I think we're going to start off with a quick poll, right? Let's see who is active. We have quite a few attendees live right now, and we want to ask you a quick question here. So, Gabe, can you help me in launching this poll here? All right, here we go. So, which wellness and well-being promoting activities do your clients seek, or would you possibly find here in Greater Fort Lauderdale, or also known as Visit Lauderdale? So can you select one? What do you think? What do you think you can find down here in Greater Fort Lauderdale? Hopefully many of you have already explored these things here down in Greater Fort Lauderdale. We'll just give it a couple of seconds, see what you know, see what you think before we go on to our presentation here. All right, Gabe, can we see the results? All right, let's see. All right, good job. Yes, 80% of you say all of the above. And yes, that is true. We're going to discuss a little bit of spa and beauty and relaxation here. We're certainly going to talk about some of those beautiful yachtings and boat and water culture here. So thank you for those results. I think the answer is correct. 80% said yes, all of the above can be found in Greater Fort Lauderdale. So welcome to the blues and greens of Greater Fort Lauderdale. This, to me, this map here, you know, we need to talk about what Greater Fort Lauderdale is, but this map here right away, it really encompasses that general feeling of wellness, right? Those blues and greens. Envision yourself arriving into Fort Lauderdale Airport and that humidity and the warm air, the gentle ocean breeze, right? That to me is a perfect setting for just plain feeling good, right? Vacation, wellness. But today we're going to talk a little bit about the different areas in our county. It is a little bit Fort Lauderdale centric. Our two properties are on Fort Lauderdale Beach area, but we hope that you have been following along with us through the different episodes. And you may have noticed that we've covered over 70 different partners throughout these webinar series, all the way from Hallandale Beach at the southern part of our county to up north in Deerfield Beach and out west. You may recall we visited the Sawgrass Recreation Park. We had Wild Lime Adventures over in the Everglades. So we really encompassed a lot of Broward County. And today we are featuring the city of Lauderdale, which you'll hear from our vice mayor in a little bit as well. But moving on, you know, to what the water culture is and what we mean when we say wellness here in Greater Fort Lauderdale. We all know that some of those essential elements to health, right? Those include water and air, and we certainly have those here. We have the 7 elements of nature and we have the 4 essential elements of health. And this is really kind of the main essence of who we are in Greater Fort Lauderdale. This water culture is really in our DNA and it's one of our main selling features here. And of course, the water culture comes in many different forms, but probably the most popular one you'll see, and you probably get the most requests about, are the beaches, right? That's definitely #1 reason to visit, or most popular reason to visit Greater Fort Lauderdale are our 23 miles of golden beaches. And while when I need to reset and relax, I certainly do choose beaches myself. May just be driving down the road myself or taking a bike ride over to the beach. One of our panelists here today, actually, the Little Gatherings, they're going to talk about some of the fun activities, something different that you can do on the beach as well. So stay tuned for them. And then, of course, Tracy had mentioned maybe doing some yoga on the beach. And this is a great activity. basically worldwide, right? But really on all those 23 miles of beaches here in Greater Fort Lauderdale, you're gonna find some beach yoga happening from sunrise to sunset. Maybe it's a new moon class or a full moon yoga class. There's a variety of beach yoga available here. This particular image was from a class I actually did on Hollywood Beach. So right up above Hallandale Beach, you'll find Hollywood Beach. And I did a full moon yoga class. It was so fabulous. I highly recommend it. This particular one is held right in front of the Broadwalk, right by the Marriott Hollywood Beach. But like I said, as you go up to those 23 miles of beaches, you're going to find a variety of them. Many of the beachside resorts offer those classes. I think Harbor Beach Marriott may offer them as well. Chris will tell you more about that as well. But one of the other main aspects to this water culture that we talk about here in Greater Fort Lauderdale really surrounds us everywhere. We have over 350 miles of navigable waterways, which lend us the name of Venice of the Americas. You can get lost in the mangroves, you can reconnect with nature, maybe on a kayak, or continue with that yoga theme and take a yoga class on a paddleboard. Hint, hint, I think Taylor has something to talk about there with sunrise paddle boards. But this Venice of the Americas and just continuing on with the water culture, to us really kind of is the equivalent to wellness. And then let's see, we have this next picture here, which something that we've been talking a lot about lately is the other nickname that we have, the yachting capital of the world here in Greater Fort Lauderdale. And this may be a sailboat here, but you know, to me, these images really, really just scream wellness right there, right? Peace, tranquility, sun, water, air, all of those natural elements that we need for a wellness vacation. That's what you're gonna find here in Greater Fort Lauderdale. And I think that's all I'm going to talk about right now for general destination information. Hopefully you've been listening on to other episodes and you know some of those other key selling factors. But today we're focusing on the wellness and the spa. And I'm going to bring up my partner down the road here at the W Fort Lauderdale. We have Brigitte, who I believe is live on location. Yes, hi there. How are you?
Hey, Lynn.
Yay!
Hello.
Oh my goodness, where are you?
Hi, everyone.
On a
I'm
balcony.
Bienvenue, Director of Sales and Marketing here at W Fort Lauderdale. And I'm here standing on the balcony of our spectacular Ocean View guest room. And I want to welcome you to your Fort Lauderdale playground. I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview, if you can see, of the location. We are situated directly on Fort Lauderdale Beach, surrounded by the beautiful Atlantic Ocean and the intracoastal waterways. As you can see, we offer a full beachfront experience with luxury amenities. I'm going to take you into the guest room now. I'm going to again turn this around so you can get a feel for the room product. Now, the design elements of the hotel are nautically inspired. As you can see, you will see that throughout in the color schemes and the furnishing and the overall ambiance of the hotel. As an example, the blue carpeting with the wave-like designs are meant to emulate the Atlantic Ocean. And then the golden hues here that you see on our furnishings were meant to bring in the outdoor elements of the sun, the surf, and the sand. Now, the hotel has 2 towers. We have 517 guest rooms and suites, which include 171 1- and 2-bedroom residences. We have 19 different room types and 18 specialty oceanfront suites. So we do have a great offering and large inventory of suite product, which lends itself extremely well to the current trend that we are seeing of extended stays and family staycationers. I mentioned earlier that the resort offers luxury amenities. So I want to talk about some of our offerings. The hotel has 2 expansive wet decks. One overlooks the Atlantic Ocean and the other one offers city views. However, both are an enjoyable atmosphere for those that just want to sit back, soak up the sun, and enjoy cool cocktails. Now, for those who are foodies, the hotel has 2 award-winning seaside restaurants. That's a little bit of a tongue twister. Our Steak 954 is our surf and turf restaurant overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. It is our 3-meal-a-day restaurant. It's our signature restaurant and offers a more upscale ambiance. If you're looking for something a little bit more fun and relaxed and a fun affair, Alves Mexican restaurant is this perfect spot. It is more casual in atmosphere, but certainly offers the best margaritas on the beach with more than 130 different tequilas to choose from. Now, we do have Away Spa, another award winner here at W Fort Lauderdale. Away Spa was just recently named Best Spa by Fort Lauderdale Magazine in 2020. Away Spa, you can find a plethora of body and beauty treatments. We also feature a glam and blow dry bar. So for those ladies that want to get dolled up before they go out on the town, Away Spa offers the perfect offerings for that. I do want to talk a little bit about the W brand. For those that are not familiar with W, our passion points are fashion, music, fuel, and design. Since today we are talking about wellness, I'm going to go ahead and highlight our fuel passion point, which was born from the W guest desire to retox, detox, and repeat. Firstly, as part of your daily resort fee, you do have access to daily sunrise beach boot camp and beach yoga. Caitlin mentioned the trend with beach yoga, so we do offer that here at W Fort Lauderdale, complimentary. We also give you access to two-hour bicycle rentals, which we call our little beach cruisers, for those that want to be a little bit more adventurous and get out and explore Fort Lauderdale on their own. Now, our most recent happening and our most popular fuel happening is our seasonal Sea Cycle classes. Sea Cycle was born in partnership with Ride Element, a local spin studio here in Fort Lauderdale. We offer weekly spin classes on the terrace of our living room. So imagine spinning and burning those calories, but you're overlooking the beautiful Atlantic Ocean while the breeze is blowing on you and the sun is hitting your face. Talk about inspiring and motivating. And then you can visit our fuel bar, also in living room, after your spin class and enjoy freshly squeezed green juices. So those are some of the ways in which we bring our passion points to life each and every day in everything we do through the guest experience and the amenities and offerings. I did mention that Sea Cycle is seasonal, and it is winter and fall season. It did just end on March 30th because here in South Florida, as we tend to get into the summertime, it's just too hot to be out on the terrace doing spinning classes. But don't fret, because it will be back in the fall. And in the meantime, we are going to bring spinning to your guest room. We are currently working on a new fuel happening, which is Sweet Cycle. It's sweet as in your guest room suite, and this will be an offering that you can book with your oceanfront suite. You will have the ability to book a private spin lesson on the balcony of your oceanfront suite. So that is on the horizon. Be sure to look out for its launch. And I want to thank you for today, and we really are here and ready to welcome you on your next Fort Lauderdale escape.
Thank you so much, Brigitte. That is amazing. You have certainly quite a few offerings there. I myself have done, you did one of those silent disco yoga nights. I mean, you always have something fun going on at the W for sure. And it's usually related to a little bit, like you said, what was it? Detox,
and repeat. Yeah. So our guests, we're a little high energy in the evening. We like to turn it up, but we also are very healthy and wellness focused as well. So we give you the opportunity to, retox at night, detox in the morning, and then repeat it all over again.
I love it. That is the epitome of a wellness vacation. I love it. Thank you so much for all of that great information. We appreciate it. And now we are on to our friends over at the City of Lauderdale. We have a unique inclusion today where we're going to highlight this beautiful gem, a botanical gardens over in Lauderdale. And we have a special guest, the Vice Mayor, Denise Grant. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thank you so much for having us. We do appreciate it, and just to be a part of this esteemed panel, it means a lot to the great city of Lauderdale. Thank you. For some reason, I can't hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes, it's
Okay,
you're all
great.
set, Denise. Thank you so much.
Okay, fantastic. So the city of Lauderdale, I know that you have the presentation, right, Caitlin?
Yes, we do. Gabe is going to be there. Perfect.
Okay, fantastic. So again, thank you so much for having us. The city of Lauderdale, population of about 70,000 plus, located in the heart of Broward County, centrally located. Very culturally diverse community with a strong Caribbean influence. We have about 1,800 plus businesses in the city, a new arts and entertainment district that we are developing currently on Northwest 38th Avenue, which is going to be more so of our downtown feel. We have a performing arts center that really has been doing amazing work prior to the pandemic, and have had persons from all over the United States to come and to visit and to see shows. We also have the only certified cricket stadium in the entire United States. So good city. Today we are here really to talk about the Eileen Lieberman Botanical Garden. So it is absolutely an amazing landmark in the city of Lauderdale. So the garden itself, it's a park. It has been named after our former Lauderdale mayor and county commissioner Eileen Lieberman. The grand opening of the park was held on May 10th, 2008. The park is 3.5 acres and is next to the historical Envery Golf Course. So not sure if you guys are familiar with a golf course in the city of Lauderdale, but it is really a historical golf course, and we've had many persons, including former presidents, that have come to this particular golf course and have played golf with the great Jackie Gleason, who lived in the city for many, many, many years. And so that is just really a part of our history here in Lauderdale. And so the park has an amphitheater, a nature trail, walking path. On any day you will see people walking on our nature trail or our walking path. We have lush landscaping as well, a pavilion that can be rented out, and also a playground for those children that are in the vicinity and around that particular area. We also have, if you are interested, the park and the pavilion, of course, can be rented. We have wedding reunions that have been done at the park, special events, including our former mayor, Kaplan. He had his famous Jazz in the Park events that were kept and held at this park, and you can see pictures here and see if the people in the city are having a great, great time. We've also had jamming in the park and many art festivals. And you can see in the next picture as well that we've all the various events that we've had in the Eileen Lieberman Park. It is really a historic park. It is one of our beautiful landmarks in the city. We are very, very proud of it. Oftentimes when we have 25 parks in the city of Lauderdale, but oftentimes when we are showing people the great city, we take them to the Eileen Lieberman Park. It's just a great location. It is right in front of a hotel as well. And behind it, of course, is the golf course. So that is it. The city of Lauderdale, the Eileen Lieberman Park. And we hope that you guys, once you come to Florida, you'll come and visit. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vice Mayor. I love it. And you are so right about everything that you mentioned. I know your theater is amazing. My daughter has danced there. I've seen you have Broadway shows there. It's just a great place.
Yes. Thank you.
And I know that we have a lot of advisors on today that also plan family reunions, and we know that those are going to come back and they're going to be very popular. So keep this Botanical Gardens in mind for when you bring those destination family reunions or destination weddings, another great option as well. So thank you for your time. We appreciate all of your insight and your beautiful city.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having us.
Have a great day. Thank you. And on to, so we kind of partnered our friends with the Little Gatherings. We're going to call Ashley and Lauren up to talk about their new business that they created during the pandemic, I believe. I think that this dynamic duo is going to talk to us about how their story came about and what they offer and where they can offer it, maybe at Botanical Gardens in Lauderdale as well, right?
Yeah. Thank you, Caitlin. Can you guys hear us?
Absolutely. Yes, take it away.
Great. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for having us today. It's a really big honor for us as sisters and new small business owners to be in such great company with hotels in the area that we grew up going to on local staycations and just, you know, with the Vice Mayor of Lauderdale. So it's really an honor for us to be a part of this. So like Caitlin said, we are the Little Gatherings. And as you can see in these pictures here, the bread and butter of what we do is curate small pop-up picnics for not only locals, but obviously people here on vacation as well. So I'm going to take a minute and just sort of intro what we do to you guys, and then I'm going to pass it over to my sister who will tell you a little bit more about exactly what a pop-up picnic is and what that means. So as we said, we are the Little Gatherings. I'm Ashley. This is my sister, Lauren. I'm older, so she's younger. And we started the Little Gatherings, as Caitlin said, amidst COVID. We were looking for a way to celebrate my sister's birthday in September, and you know, some of her friends weren't comfortable going to a restaurant, so we decided to do a small pop-up picnic on the beach with some of our other friends who own small businesses, from food to photography. We all got involved to give Lauren a picnic for her birthday, and through social media we got an insane response from friends and family saying, who did this? Who did you hire for this? So we kind of put our brains together and said, maybe there's a need for picnics in the area. You know, people are still looking for unique ways to celebrate birthdays and, you know, proposals and big moments in life amidst a global pandemic. So this is a really unique way to still be able to celebrate something in a special way, even though you might not be able to, you know, do exactly what you had in mind. So as I said, we're sisters. We are from Fort Lauderdale, born and raised. We've lived here our whole lives. We're proud to be Fort Lauderdale natives. We love the beach. We love everything about South Florida, the sunshine, the warm weather, and all of those things really play into our picnics and what we're all about. So I'm going to hand it over to Lauren to tell you a little bit more about what exactly a pop-up picnic is.
Hi, I'm Lauren. So yeah, Ashley kind of detailed a lot of it, but as you can see in the photos, that would be a good example of they're two different picnics, but what you would get at a pop-up picnic. So as far as the details, we do work with every client beforehand just to ask if there's like a special thing being celebrated. There's a few different ways we can work that in, whether a chalkboard or different letter boards that we can kind of celebrate different things from birthdays to engagements. Flower color we work with them on, just curating really specific to the client, but also keeping our boho feel. I'd say our biggest picnic setup is for date nights, birthdays. We've really come into the proposal scene a lot. We actually just had the chance to work with a Miami Dolphins player last weekend, as well as Channel 6?
A local news anchor.
Yeah, a local news anchor. So we've gotten a lot of visibility, which is super cool for us. Like she said, being native and hearing from our team and stuff like that is super awesome. As well as anniversaries, birthdays. I last night just did one for a 12-year-old's birthday. So there's really no end to what you can celebrate with the picnics. As far as the details, they're 2 hours long. The location is up to the client. So obviously a lot of you guys are hotels and things like that. So hosting it at your specific location would be an option. We've actually done a few at like I think the Marriott was one. We've set up on Fort Lauderdale Beach specific to a few hotels, but we could literally do them anywhere from rooftops to backyards, anywhere you want. There is food and drinks available. I know we're part of the dining section, so just to tie that in, we do work with a lot of local vendors. We don't personally provide food. We got our hands pretty full with the picnics, but we partner with a charcuterie company, one specifically, but also like plethora if certain ones are busy, as well as a local cake company, Sweeter Days. I'm just trying to think of like local names, as well as Bodega recently in Fort Lauderdale for taco boxes. Really anything the client wants to work in. If they have a favorite pizza place, we'll really do anything to pick it up and get it to the picnic, or they can bring it as well. And that's kind of the food aspect, as well as wine is offered if they want. And then also on the side, you can bring your own stuff as well. So it's kind of catered to if you want to go maybe the more reserved route and kind of just show up, have it set up. It would be like what you see in the photos, and you bring all your own stuff, or you can show up one-stop shop and everything's done for you from food to drink, and then we come and clean it up. So that would be from start to finish what the picnics look like. And then I think Ashley's going to go over some of the locations that we love in Broward.
Yeah, I just figured with a lot of you on the line who may or may not be from this area, it would be worth talking through a couple of different locations throughout Broward County that we really love. As Lauren just explained, you know, we try to really be a one-stop shop and have our clients show up to the picnic and really have a unique experience. We do a lot of our picnics on the beach, obviously, especially for people who are from out of town. We do have a lot of people on vacation that reach out to us for picnics for an array of reasons, and they want to be on the beach because maybe, for example, they live in Minnesota and, you know, this is a really unique thing to do here. So we do a lot of our picnics on, we try to find quieter stretches of the beach where, you know, it's not a super crowded area because, you know, people like a bit of a more intimate setting. But we also curate our picnics on Deerfield Beach and Pompano Beach. So really there's no beach that we haven't curated a picnic on throughout Broward County. And we have some really kind of hidden spots that we love that we'd love to share with you guys if you have anybody interested in booking a picnic. And we also lately have really been loving some parks around the area with it being spring break and the beaches being just a little bit busier. It's been nice to curate some of our picnics in quieter areas throughout Fort Lauderdale and greater Broward County. So just to call out some parks in specific that we've done a lot of picnics at lately, we love a park called Coley Hammock Park, which is right off Las Olas Boulevard, which is sort of, you know, the heart of Fort Lauderdale. And the park is on the intercoastal, so it's a really beautiful view for anybody who might not want to, you know, sit in the sand for their picnic. We love Treetops Park out in Davie, as well as Robbins Preserve Park out in Davie. These are really beautiful parks with really big, beautiful trees. And then as mentioned earlier, the Eileen Lieberman Botanical Garden is also a beautiful spot to do picnics and also really unique experience. So that's a pop-up picnic. It's definitely a really fun and unique way to experience Fort Lauderdale, and we hope to curate picnics for you in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ladies. We love everything you're doing. And I know all my social feed from friends to clients, you guys are, you know, popping up everywhere. Everybody's using you, very trendy, great products. And I mean, talk about Instagrammable photo opportunity in Greater Fort Lauderdale right here. So make sure you download their handout for those of you listening live right now, because they do have some pricing structure and information on how to contact Ashley and Lauren at the little gatherings. And if you haven't followed them yet, make sure you follow them on their Instagram, and you'll see some great ways to be inspired to book them. So thank you so much. And thank you. I think, Gabe, we want to just do a quick poll before we bring my friend Chris from Harbor Beach Marriott up. So, Gabe, what do we have? What's our next question? Want to make sure everybody is listening in here. What do we got here? All right. So this question is about you and your business, everybody listening right now. Who are most of your wellness clients, right? Are they couples, or are they groups of friends, single traveler, you know, want to get away from everybody and just go on your own and do some yoga by yourself? So what do you have out there? We could go on and on about, you know, what type of clients we have here right now, but we just wanted to see what you're seeing most right now. So Gabe, let's see, let's tally this up, and then we're going to bring on my friend Chris at Harbor Beach Marriott. Groups of friends. Okay, excellent to know. Groups of friends is 49%, and then couples at 35%. We still have some of those single travelers out there. Good to know. Thank you so much for that insight. All right, Chris is down at the Harbor Beach Marriott, and actually that last image for the pool was provided by the Harbor Beach Marriott. I think they've got wellness under control at his beautiful resort and spa. What do you have to show us today, Chris?
Well, welcome everyone. I'm Chris Bilski, Director of Sales and Marketing at the beautiful Harbor Beach Resort and Spa. And I'm just going to give you a shot. It's very similar to the shot down below. So I'm going to turn my laptop around and give you a view of, this is half of the resort. So we'll start over here on the right to the Intracoastal Waterway, because we have water on both sides of the resort. You can probably see through that tower, that's Pier 66. There's a cruise ship, which is a rare sighting these days. They're in and out supplying themselves until they get the cruises going. Down there on the right is our private saline-fed spa pool. So if you do a spa treatment here at the resort, you have access to that adult-only private pool. And then as I panoramic around, you're looking at our regular pool. And in the background, you'll see our full court basketball court. We have 4 tennis courts. That's our sea-level restaurant. And then our biggest feature, of course, is our 1/4 mile private beach. And I have to emphasize private beach because we are one of only 3 resorts directly on a private beach, which means access is only for our guests and members. When you're on that beach, you can charge to your room, food, beverages, all your water sports, wave runners, and those great activities can be charged directly to your room and without any hassle whatsoever. Over there at sea level, I wanted to mention, as you can see, there's an empty table down there. We have a great feature called Barefoot Dining. So you can do a nice private little gathering, 2 to 8 people, on tables and chairs with candles, and we'll do a private menu. And of course, shoes are optional here at Harbor Beach. Just wanted to share a couple things with you about our resort. We're just 10 minutes from the Fort Lauderdale International Airport. You might have seen some airplanes going off. As you can see, those ships going in and out to the port of Port Everglades, where the cruise ships are. We're only 5 minutes away from there. We're 5 minutes from the water taxi and fishing charters, and 10 minutes from the Las Olas Entertainment District and 10 minutes from the Beach Entertainment District. We have 650 rooms, including 31 suites. Our guest rooms are very contemporary, and I'll show you our guest rooms in a second. As far as recreation and water sports, as I mentioned before, on South Florida's largest private beach, 1/4 mile long, you can jet ski, kayak, paddleboard, volleyball, beach toys. We have 2 swimming pools. Over there in the corner is our surf club for kids, and we have golf nearby, which is very exhilarating. As far as food and beverage options, we have our 3030 Ocean Restaurant and Bar, Sea Level Restaurant and Ocean Bar, which is what you're looking at over here, and that services the beach and the pool. Riva is open for breakfast and lunch. Over here to the left and down, you see the tiki huts. That's our Loggerhead Sandbar on the beach. We do have a full service Starbucks, which is actually our busiest restaurant in the resort. And we also have, for healthy eaters, we have a restaurant called HB Fresh, which has fresh pressed juices, frozen yogurt, sandwiches, and all kinds of healthy food. There is shopping on the resort. We have a resort shop and market and a Serenity clothing and accessories. Now, I'd like to talk a little bit about our spa. We are the area's largest seaside spa at 22,000 square feet. We have 17 treatment rooms. You're looking at the private adult pool. Our fitness center is second to none, overlooking the, you're looking at a roof down here. Our fitness center is right under that roof with views overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. And then full locker facilities, sauna, steam, hydro whirlpools. But we do offer a number of different massage and body treatments, skincare treatments and facials, hydrofacials. We have a full salon with nail services and hair services. We have daily fitness classes, wellness and activities scheduled every day, such as yoga, yoga Pilates, total body workouts, beach yoga, beach boot camp, spin classes, aqua aerobics. And if you can't make any of those classes, we do have fitness on demand in our spinning room, where you can work out by yourself and just dial up anything you'd like to do. Very similar to a lot of those new fitness centers that you see around. So that is an overview of the resort. I'm just going to walk you into this guest room that I was using. As you can see, very nautical driftwood headboard. You'll never see anything like this, but this is a typical room for, of course, this one's a pool. And on the other side of the resort is the ocean views. I couldn't get into a room because they're all sold out. And that side of the beach is actually fairly empty compared to what you saw before. So if you wanted a little bit of a solace, you can go to that side of the beach and take care of things there. So that is about all I have to offer. I'll be sticking around for questions at the end.
Thank you so much. That's quite a bit to offer. I mean, goodness, I couldn't keep track. I was trying to take some notes. 22,000 square foot spa. I mean, goodness.
Right.
And we were going to have the spa manager on today as well, but they are just booked as well. Super busy over there at Harbor Beach.
Yeah, she had to take care of some customers.
That's certainly understandable. We prefer that. And I always love it when the photography that we're showing on the slideshow here actually represents the exact live image that you were showing earlier.
Correct. Except for I'm in that building right there.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it was a beautiful day too, just like the image is showing. So awesome. Well done. Yeah. Thank you so much, Chris. We appreciate it.
Okay.
And now we're going to bring our friend down over at Sunrise Paddleboards. We have Miss Taylor here today. She's going to talk to us about everything that they have going on at Sunrise Paddleboards.
Hi, thank you for having me. My name is Taylor. I'm the public relations over at Sunrise Paddleboards. I am not currently there. We're a little shop. I did call earlier and they're very, very busy over there. So I thought it was best to just stay out of the way. So there is a little picture that Caitlin was so nice to include for me of our shop. So when COVID started though, we moved everything outside. So we do check-ins outside, cubby holes outside. Everything is located outside now. Very COVID friendly over there. We are located on the intercoastal. So think like lazy river, very serene, calm waters. There's multiple ways that you can go. You can choose to go. If you're doing a rental, you can go down where all the nice houses are and all the boats, or you can take the more scenic private route if you would like on a rental. With that being said, we do offer 20 different varieties of activities. So we offer so many different things. We offer private paddle lessons, group paddle lessons for anyone who's never tried paddleboarding and is nervous. We offer rentals. We offer half-day rentals, full-day rentals for our paddleboards, as well as our kayaks. We do the same exact thing for our kayaks, even lessons if you're nervous. We also do paddleboard yoga. So if your guests ever wanted to try out a handstand or a handstand on a paddleboard, they're so more than welcome to. It's a really cool experience. The picture on this slide is actually our ecological tour that we do. We get to travel along inside the mangroves, which is so much fun. It's a very pretty, beautiful area with a bunch of different types of wildlife. Sometimes we get lucky and catch a manatee out there. It's really beautiful when you get to see one of those creatures. They're gorgeous, very kind animals that we get to see very often around our shop. We also have doggy paddles. We love puppies. So if your guests have puppies and you want to do something outside with your dog, we are more than happy to have your animals with us. We absolutely love them. It's no problem putting them on the board. Very often they're very calm on the board, probably because they're scared, but they learn to love it and they always stay very calm on the board. It's very shocking when we see it. It's very cute. A few other things that we do a tropical kayak tour that also travels along our mangrove trail. It's a lot of fun. It's also very beautiful. If someone doesn't want to paddleboard, they're more than welcome to take a kayak out there. It's totally more than welcome. The other couple of things that we offer is we offer a morning snorkel tour. It's a paddle and snorkel board tour combo. So you get to go out into the open ocean and see our beautiful reef over at Lauderdale by the sea. It's an absolutely gorgeous area that you get to paddleboard out to, and you have a tour guide that's with you the entire time. Makes you feel so safe out there. It's great for beginners as well as advanced people. We make sure that we customize everything to your experience level. The very last thing that I wanted to talk about that we do is our jet ski tours. So we don't do rentals, we do tours. They're 2 or 3 hours. They take you through Millionaire's Row. They take you through the Middle River. They take you through the Ecological Trail. You get to see $1 million homes and yachts, just everything that makes Fort Lauderdale, absolutely beautiful. We show you all of that, and our 3-hour tour also includes the open ocean. That's great for your thrill-seeking guests, your guests that are looking to go 65 miles out there. Your tour guide watches them, makes sure they're safe the entire time while they're out there. So they're really helpful. They also take pictures of your guests, so they get to keep a lifelong memory with them. As well as I wanted to mention that we want to pay you for bringing people to us. So I'm going to be sending out an email with exactly the rates that we pay for everything. Your guests would book online with us. So we try to make it as simple as possible. They just book it. And if they're booking through you, they put in a special promo code, which means that we know that you can get paid, and they also get a discount on their tour, whether it be the ecological or the jet skis or a snorkel. They'll get a discount and you get a portion of the sale as well. So we're always more than happy to partner with whoever wants to bring people to us. So when I send out that email, if you're interested, just send me an email back saying, hey, this is it. I give you your own personal promo code that you get to use with us, and that's how I know how to pay you every month. So if you have any extra questions about any of our tours or rentals, so more than happy to go over in the details and what would be best for your guest and what your guest is interested in.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Taylor. That is great information. And I know that all of these advisors listening in today are going to be anxious to receive that email from you. So that's great news. We love that you partner with the travel advisor community. So thank you for all that information. Let's get everybody out on the water, because it certainly looks like a great way to spend the day. Thank you. So moving on to the dine component, right? With that stay, play, and dine component that we know is important to give you all who are selling specific items here in Greater Fort Lauderdale. We want to give you great options. And our friends over at the River House couldn't make it today. Those restaurants are all so busy right now. What was it, Gabe? Earlier, our statistics person was telling us that, you know, Florida restaurants is the fourth busiest
in the world,
globally, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so restaurants here in Greater Fort Lauderdale and in Florida are doing great. They're pretty busy over there. So anyways, the River House is a great location on the New River. And it's, you know, why we wanted to include them is because, well, one, I recently dined there for a friend's birthday, so I can share a real, true personal experience. But something really cool about this venue, they have actually been around since 1903. Well, the building has, okay? So it's the second oldest building in Fort Lauderdale. So, you know, somebody that likes a little bit of history there and some real, you can feel the history when you walk into this restaurant. So it's a real great experience. It's kind of, it adds to this colorful history that we have here. They do dedicate themselves to vegan and sustainability and a local lifestyle, which is very popular with that wellness theme. But they are they received a little bit of feedback with their menu, and they're adding some non-vegan items too to their menu. But it's a really great experience right on the river. So you're gonna have some great views from there. Like I said, the history. And when you walk in, they have these gorgeous dining rooms that can be really intimate. And what I really liked about it was, one, their menu being so healthy, and two, just that history. You can feel it there. So it's definitely a unique place. They book up very quickly. I was looking today on Open Table, and they didn't have any availability for another 10 days or so. So if you're recommending this restaurant for any of those wellness travelers that you may have in mind, definitely recommend or make those reservations for them well in advance. And I think that's it for our partner section here. We're going to move on to, I know we're getting close on time here, but we wanted to just remind you a little bit about our website and everything, all the resources that you can find on sunny.org, starting front and foremost with all of the resources for COVID-19, including our information on our Safe and Clean Pledge, which we created almost a year ago now. And now we have over 1,000 businesses registered for the Safe and Clean Pledge. So definitely look for that logo, look for the poster when your clients are visiting, things like that, or on their website, you're gonna find a lot of the hotels and restaurants have added that logo to their website. But when you're on sunny.org as a travel advisor, you're going to find a lot of great information, and we highly suggest that you bookmark the travel trade page. So it's sunny.org /travel-trade. And here you're going to find access to many resources that we created with you in mind. Okay, so specifically for the travel trade, you're going to find our link to our Travel Agent Academy right there, front and foremost. We encourage all of you to take this course. If you haven't taken it yet, you can dive a little bit deeper in to learn about different beach areas that we've spoken about today, attraction options. And of course, you can earn those CEU credits and get access to our private Facebook group, which is very important. This is, like I said, is a private Facebook group for our Visit Lauderdale specialists. And we include all kinds of pictures for site inspections that we take, really just specific information on events and different restaurant openings, and just a more in-depth look into Greater Fort Lauderdale with this group. And we also have our Junior Ambassador Program, which you can find on that page on the sunny.org /travel trade. And this is in case you have any families that you work with. We encourage that you send this Junior Ambassador Program to them, encourage them and inspire them to travel more, while also learning a little bit more at the same time about, we have lessons on the environment, we have math lessons, social studies, I think we have something on civics and things like that. So we have elementary lessons and middle school lessons available with this Junior Ambassador Program. This we created way back when, a year ago now, but really we've gotten a lot of excellent feedback on there, and it's just something more for those kids around you, maybe in your own family or the ones that you work with. It's just some really interesting tidbits there that we encourage you to check out. And then, of course, you can find registration for our last season, as Tracy alluded to, before we move on to some new projects and hopefully some more in-person events. So registration is open for the next 3 episodes. Make sure you tune in and celebrate Earth Day with us on April 22nd. Gabe is going to be leading that one. We're going to be featuring 2 brand new properties. We're really excited about our sustainability travel episode coming up. And then last but not least, we want to make sure that you all, if you are not yet, that you are following on with us on Leisure Lauderdale and Visit Lauderdale on Facebook and on Instagram. The difference, once again, Leisure Lauderdale is for the travel trade, and Visit Lauderdale is for everyone, including your customers, to be inspired by some beautiful photography. All those fun National Beer Days, and yesterday was National Health Day or something, Wellness Day. Today is National Empanada Day. We put all that fun stuff on there and Visit Lauderdale. But for the Leisure Lauderdale, we want to make sure that you follow on. So I hope to see some of your names popping on later on after you log off this episode. And I think that's it for me. Do we have any questions coming in, or are we going to do some prizes? Which one are we going to do first, Gabe?
We got a few minutes, but we did get a lot of questions, a lot of interesting questions. So I'll get right on it.
Perfect. We can invite our partners maybe to put their cameras on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Chris, he's down in his office. The room is sold, right? Somebody checked in.
We got guests checking in. Excellent.
Awesome.
And I mean,
Very
a great
good.
word to our travel advisors who are tuning in, that hotels are filling up. So if you're making, if you're quoting bookings and packages for your clients, let them know that the availability you see now may be gone if they want to go think about it or whatever. Our hotels are full. So Caitlin, this question might be for you. You're very connected on social media, and you might have heard about that yoga class through that. But how do people find out more about yoga or activities on the beach of that kind? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, firstly, I know that Chris and Bridget, both of their properties have yoga on the beach. So we're going to recommend that first. And I know most of those beachfront properties are going to offer something similar, or their concierges are going to have that direct link. But we do have, I can put that on the Visit Lauderdale group, the private Facebook group.
Perfect.
So I'll put that information there. Make sure I see you on there. I'll put the one that I attended in Hollywood. Maybe we can see you out there sometime.
Excellent. So this is a question for our hotel partners. People wanted, Joao wanted to know where to get pictures. So before I pass it to the hotels, if folks, if you go to sunny.org and actually look up the hotels by name, there'll be a record for each one of these partners, and each one of them has a gallery of pictures that you can download from there. But the Marriott Harbor Beach or the W, you guys have any other resource that travel advisors may be able to use?
The hotel website.
Yes, I have high-res images on a media site. It's called harborbeachmedia.com, and the password is FLLSB2000.
So harborbeachmedia.com, FLL, S as in Sam, B as in boy, 2000.
2000 is the password, and
All right.
they're downloadable, so you can, and they're high-res. So they come down.
Folks,
that's
excellent.
great.
If you didn't catch that, reach out to Caitlin or myself, and we know where to find Chris. He can't hide for too long. There was a question for the city of Lauderdale. I'm not sure if the vice mayor had to run, but they were wondering if Jamming in the Park will take place this year. I guess we can find that out, Caitlin, and post it to the Facebook group.
Oh, I think she's turning her microphone on.
In the meantime, a question for little gatherings. What is the largest group you can serve?
The largest picnic that we've curated to date was for a group of 26. It's possible to do it bigger, but to stay true to our brand, being the little gatherings, we would probably try to keep it groups of 30 or less. And our average larger group, I would say, is groups of 10 to 12. Yeah, that's pretty average.
You go on the site, you can see there's a feature for tabletop, just for whoever asked if they are wanting a wedding or something. We do if you have the tables, we can do tabletop decor, which is everything you saw, but just not the bread and butter picnic feel, just so everything.
And that's a good segue into the next question. This is for you, Taylor. Do you all have applicable group activities?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We could do corporate events, we could do group events, we could do private events for basically any of our activities: kayaking, paddleboarding, snorkeling, jet skiing, any of them.
Excellent. A question for the hotels again. Do either of you offer day passes?
We are not. Fort Lauderdale is not doing day passes at this time because of the limited capacity and keeping in line with social distancing. So access to the resort is for our guests only at this time.
We do not offer day passes as well, especially right now, but because we have a club membership component, and that would dilute the value that our members pay to take care of the resort. But I can tell you there's many resorts here in Fort Lauderdale that do, and there's I think there's a website that they can go to and find the day pass pricing for the different resorts. If you just Google day passes for beach hotels, I think you'll find it.
Or you could always go to sunny.org/
there you go.
trade. You may find a couple of tidbits in there. So yeah, and reach out to Caitlin or to me, and we're here to help you. And by the way, we had some folks connecting from all the way from Italy and from Buenos Aires. So thank you so much for joining us. Carlos from Buenos Aires was asking us here in the leisure team, how we expect summer to shape up. And Caitlin, I'll let you answer, but I mean, from the looks of it, from what Chris and from what Bridget and Taylor and Lauren and Ashley are saying, they're booked. I mean, we're getting busy here.
Yeah, I agree. I think that you should encourage everyone to make reservations sooner than later. We know the trend is short-term booking, but we're also trending to be sold out. So keep that in mind.
So the days of selling out are coming back. Thank you.
If we come back to what we used to be, we used to have a slower season in the summer, but not the last, 2019, 2018 wasn't so slow. So I think that we're going to go back to that kind of new normal of not really having too much of a slow season anymore.
So
right? God willing.
and to that, I know we're getting right down to the wire, but folks, remember that even though summer is shaping up to be busy, it'll still be our season of deals. So go to sunny.org/Lauder and find out. There'll be spa deals, there'll be restaurant deals, there'll be hotel deals, activity deals. So take advantage.
Yes.
So,
good
Kayla,
plug. Yeah, that starts May, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, let's do it. We've got 2 awesome prizes today from our hotels. So
yeah, thank you to the Marriott Harbor Beach and to the W Fort Lauderdale Beach. We have 2 prizes. So first, Marriott Harbor Beach offered a 2-night complimentary stay. So folks,
yes.
Answer this question on I know it says questions, but the questions have a chat box, right. And we will need to see your question typed in there. Y'all ready?
Right, I'm gonna open it up too so I can see who goes first.
All right, you have to type it in, and the machine don't lie.
All right, what's the question, Gabe? Are you reading it?
How big is the Marriott Harbor Beach's private beach? How big is the private beach?
All right.
That's right. Yeah,
we got a winner.
Yeah, we got
I got some feedback from somebody here.
That's right. We got Maria Carriazo Long answered correctly, 1/4 mile. Is that correct, Chris?
That is right.
Yay,
Winner,
Maria.
chicken dinner.
So
that's way better than a chicken dinner. We got a 2-night stay at that beautiful resort and spa on that 1/4 mile private beach. Can't get any better than that.
That's right.
Awesome.
So and then Chris will be in touch with Maria with some more information.
Yeah, I'll get her contact information. I'll email her a certificate.
Excellent. Kayla, you want to read the second question?
Oh goodness. Okay, I wasn't ready. Hold on. I got it here. Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yeah. So this is from the W Fort Lauderdale. Thank you so much. What are the W's passion points? What are the W's passion points?
Let's see. And what are they winning? They're going to win a 1-night overnight stay, right?
1-night stay. That's right.
This one is tough, Bridget. We got a tough one here. Almost. Nope.
People heard that. Okay, here we go.
I think we got a winner almost, right? Let's see. The passion 75%
of the way.
All right, they're coming in. I think. Gosh. I think we got them.
Yeah.
Right? I'm trying to. We got a lot of them here. All right, I think oh wait, no, almost.
Another Maria?
Yeah. Can we she can't win though. You can't win. Once you win once, you can't win.
It's a different Maria. Maria A. Batiste. Yes.
Yes, Maria. Oh, 2 Marias in one day. Awesome. Yes, Maria won. She got right.
by the way, it seems like a lot of people really caught on that message about retox, detox, and repeat, but those are not the passion points, right? It was fashion, music, fuel, and design. Fashion, music, fuel, and
Correct.
design. So congratulations to the winners. But people
Yes,
like
we
the
got
retox,
we got a
detox,
lot
and
of
repeat.
retox, detox. Yep, Karen, almost. You came in a little bit late, but good job. All right, the two Marias. Congratulations. And that is going to wrap it up for today's webinar on wellness. Thank you so much. We hope you got a lot of great points on how to book your client's next wellness vacation in Greater Fort Lauderdale. Anything else to share, Tracy? We're good. All right, thank you so much. Tune in for our next one, Sustainability Travel on Earth Day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.